What looked like a simple glance at a watch has now turned into one of the biggest talking points after Senator Lindsey Graham's funeral. Social media quickly accused Lara Trump of looking bored, distracted, and even disrespectful during the emotional service. Images of her checking her watch spread rapidly online, with many questioning her behavior at such a solemn event. But now, Lara Trump has finally responded, and according to her, the viral clip told only a tiny part of the story. She says what people didn't know was that she had been receiving repeated calls while sitting inside the funeral, and every call made her fear something had happened to one of her children. So what exactly happened? Why was she looking at her watch? And why is she now calling out critics for judging a moment without knowing the full context? Here's everything Lara Trump had to say. Lara Trump addressed the controversy in a video shared on her X account after criticism continued to build online. She first explained why attending the funeral was important to both her and Eric Trump. She said, "Okay, so last week Eric Trump and I went to the late Senator Lindsey Graham's funeral, and I had a lot of respect for Senator Graham. You know, I talked, I think, last week about sort of the relationship he had with not just my father-in-law, but our entire family." Lara also remembered Graham in personal terms, saying, "Lindsey Graham was always a good guy to me, always had very nice things to say about me in private and in public, and I really appreciated that. And I genuinely think that he was a unique senator and an individual like we'll never see again." She then revealed that during the service, she kept receiving repeated phone calls from the summer camp where her children were staying in New York. According to Lara, those repeated calls immediately made her fear that something serious had happened to one of her children. Explaining why she glanced at her watch, Lara said every parent would understand her reaction. She said, "That means there's a problem. That means they may need to reach me. That means someone is hurt or something. So I did what any parent would do, and I tried to very discreetly inquire as to what was going on, so that I could at least know that I had the ability to stay seated in the funeral. But the only thing you'll see is Lara Trump checks her watch, like I'm checking the time. Get over yourselves." Lara argued that a single image taken during a 2-hour funeral created a misleading narrative online. She said, "This just shows you, by the way, how manipulated so much of what you see out there truly is. And by the way, we were there for, again, over 2 hours." She also defended the brief moment that became viral, saying, "So if the only thing you got out of that whole thing, the only mistake anybody made in our family, and of course we'll always make mistakes for all the lunatics out there, was that I happened to glance down and try to figure out what's going on with my kids." According to Lara, the moment that many interpreted as boredom was actually her quietly trying to understand whether there was an emergency involving her children. Lara said the experience shows how easily moments can be taken out of context once they spread online. She explained, "So I was as discreet as possible, but if the worst they could get out of that whole thing for any of us was that I looked down at my watch, then I think we're doing okay. But I digress. It just shows you don't have the full context of any of this stuff." She added another message aimed directly at online critics. "Whenever you hear all these crazy people just railing on us online, you don't know what's going on." Finally, Lara reassured viewers that the situation involving her children ended safely. Whether Lara Trump's explanation changes public opinion remains to be seen, but her response has certainly added an important layer of context to a moment that quickly went viral. And it also raises a broader question about how quickly a single photograph or a few seconds of video can shape public perception before the full story is known.